you, I'm not afraid.
Say I'm not afraid.
Hey. My shepherd walks beside me all the way.
He's always protecting.
I will not fear. God is there.
He's always by my side. Oh.
Well, I don't know about you, I'm not afraid.
Why I?
Well, if you see them coming, don't bother start running. For the one who watches over you is never sleeping. Who rule over all, I will stand the tallest. Every knee shall go to Jehovah. That's why me a calling. Solid, solid than a rock. See closer than a brother. Always on me back. He's my vindicator. When man wanna condemn, all when me fall on me face, it pick me up again.
Yes, indeed. We're not afraid. We're not worried because Jesus walked with me. That was Rondell Positive and Kevin Downswell. Thank you for joining us. My name is Shamar Grant, and you know what it is already. It's granting wisdom. But it's not just me here today. I have an awesome individual with me today. Her name is Daindra. You say that so nice. Hi, Daindra.
Hi, Shamar.
Hi, Daindra.
Hi, Shamar.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Coping through it all, but I'm fine.
So today, I like how you use the word coping. Today we want to talk about something very simple, but important. Very important, especially in these times. And I don't want to have the COVID cliche in this discussion. Because it doesn't mean a COVID cliche. Everywhere you go, you hear in these times, in these unprecedented times. But it's the truth. So it is a cliche, but we have to talk about it. So I want to talk about fear and the causes of fear and some of these very important things that we need to talk about as it relates to fear. So before I say anything, because you know I love chat and probably I'm going to give a chance, I want to ask Daindra to just introduce herself.
Well, hi guys, I'm Daindra Harrison. You can follow me on Instagram at Daindra_speaks. I'm a poet. I want to get in film, like what Shamar is doing. There's just so much about me. I can't put it in one little thing right now. But yeah, I'm a very jovial person, get to it, really cool, really nice. And I'm here to have fun, here to talk about fear, which is something that's very prominent right now. And let's not make this a COVID cliche thing. So, yeah.
All right. Great. Yeah. All right. So before we get into the discussion, I want to ask you something very simple. Tell me one small but sort of stupid thing that you're afraid of.
That would be rats. Rats. Me eat it. I'm afraid of rat like puss.
Yeah.
Even though that doesn't make sense. Even though that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Me don't like it, man. When I was younger, I watched this movie. I don't know what's the name of the movie, and I really don't want to know what's the name of the movie actually. Where this lady was watching TV on her sofa, and some rats just come out of the kitchen. I'm not sure if this is a bit too, I don't know, graphic. But the rats came out of the kitchen and them just eat the lady. Them go over the lady and yam her up, leave her there dead on the floor. And from I watched that movie, I was like 10, 7, 8, somewhere between that ballpark at the time. From I watched that movie, I've been afraid of rats.
No, we would think that leptospirosis would be a reason to be afraid.
Oh, well, I mean, there's that.
Well, there's that, but of course the movie thing works as well. I mean, I am seriously, and the macho men who are watching this, do not judge me, but I am afraid of frogs. I am so afraid of frogs. Like, I remember one time my father sent me outside. I live in country, for those who know me. I live in country.
Yeah.
But, okay. And my father sent me outside one night to fetch some water from the tank. Because we have water catchment.
Yeah.
And when I went out there in the night, lucky thing me turn on my phone light. Right under the pipe, there is a big frog. And I stood there between a rock and a hard place because I'm not going there to catch water with frogs there. And I'm not going back to my father and telling him that I'm afraid of frogs.
So what did you do?
He came out and he started because I said, boy, you're afraid of frog, I want but and he just went there and he just go and not even touch the frog and the frog just moved. I'm like,
because the frogs are afraid of you.
Yeah, and I'm like, and the reason why I learned so much from this story because fear is probably 1% physical and probably 99% mental.
Yeah.
So sometimes we are so afraid of certain things that it cramples our being.
Yeah.
Entirely. It allows us to be, what we'll call it, to be paralyzed. Fear paralyzes us sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's not because the thing that we're afraid of is sometimes
harmful.
Sometimes it's just how we think, how we feel about the issue.
And funny enough, I was reading this thing on the internet the other day. It was saying that most of the fears that people face, there's this underlying fear for death, which is like the man behind the curtains call it. So for example, I'm afraid of rats. At the time when I was young, I was afraid of rats. Maybe it's a case where I was afraid of dying because of the rats. You have some people afraid of heights, some people afraid of sickness, some people afraid of all different sorts of things. But what they're really and truly afraid of is probably death. Yeah, I was reading it up on the internet, so I mean there's that.
Like my grandmother always told me, say frog pick cuckoo in your eyes still. But I don't cuckoo, yeah.
Interesting. So real country grandmother.
Yeah. And it's funny enough that she told me that because that's what she just always told me as a child.
Yeah.
So that's why I was afraid of frogs. And it's funny enough that we talk about the blinding situation and a lot of the time fear just blinds us.
Yeah.
We're blinded totally by fear. And so we make some rash decisions based on things that we are afraid of. We're afraid of being alone, so we stay in toxic relationships. So no matter how much the man beat we and treat we all part away, we still stay in the relationship because we're afraid of being alone.
One man in she all the things there. I still stay in it. I don't get how some ladies do it. I don't want to stray away from the topic really. But and it could be fear. You're afraid of being alone. That's a great point, but that could be one of the reasons why some ladies stay in toxic relationships because they're afraid of being alone. Right? All sorts of things like one man beat you, abuse you, all of them wonderful bad things there. And you're still in the relationship, it could be afraid of being alone. That could be one of the things. I never really thought of that.
Yeah. Alright. So I wanted to look at it. It seems so simple, Danger, but a lot of the times we live our lives in constant subconscious fear. So it's not something that we look at and say, yes, I am afraid of it, right? So in the back of our minds, we're really afraid of certain things, but we don't open up about it. We don't address it, right? So as I was saying, we might not openly show fear sometimes in negative situations, right? We fear being alone, so we stay in toxic relationships, as I was saying. We fear non-acceptance, so we do exactly what society says of us.
Oh yes, that's true.
So we fear being the odd one out. And I love this because I'm always considered the odd one out in every situation, right? And I moved to a place within myself where I just accepted my non-acceptance.
Yeah, and that's good. That's actually good because a lot of times, especially men, if they show any form of fear, it's not, I realize you're the type of person, you're very open about your personality. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Shamar. You know, I'm like the cool dude. That sort of thing. You know, you don't really care. A lot of persons them care. They would be that cool to come to me in the first place to ask me a part of a video.
Yeah.
Enough people must stay so. They might go, oh, alright. They might start overthink, and then that's fair. That's fair coming in. You're fair to accept your personality. Call it. You know.
And sometimes it is that your personality does not necessarily go in tandem with what people see and what they want.
Want it to be.
And so we sort of, and then when we put on this mask of fakeness and confidence, bold confidence, and we step out there and then we show something that really isn't us, and they love us and they laugh with us and everything, but when we go back home we say, yo,
you got in a depressed state.
this is not me, why do I do this?
Just be yourself.
So it is important because it is sometimes we as individuals, as human beings, we need to just get up someday and say, yo, I'm afraid of this.
Exactly. And I feel like the fear of unacceptance is very prominent in teenagers. Especially when you're putting peer pressure and all of that. We're really afraid that sometimes you want to be cool. You want to be the cool kid and all of that. So that's why it's really prominent among teenagers and high schools and colleges and all of that. Young people in general.
But as I'm saying, it is important to just get up. I did a video once where I was saying to somebody that we just need to get up sometimes and tell ourselves the things that we do not want to hear.
Oh, basically, quote unquote, facing your fears. Like
fear some things. Get up somewhere and look in the mirror and say, yo, you know, say, me not do that something that way that all me they want it to do, or I'm not the best at what I do, so I need to be more of this or whatever. And we need to take that same approach with fear. We need to get up and say, yo, I'm afraid of this, but what is this doing to me? Right? I'm afraid of being alone, but what is this fear doing to me? What is it allowing me to do?
I agree with you.
Right?
And another way to look at it, when you openly accept the fear that you have, it's easier for you to overcome it. So you know that I'm afraid of rats. Every day I get up, I'm afraid of rats, you know. Eventually I'm going to be like, because the first step in fixing a problem is the first realizing that you have the problem. So I realize that I have a problem, I'm afraid of rats. I accept that I'm afraid of rats. It's easier now. I just like that, I make a step closer to solving the problem or overcoming the fear. I'm afraid of rats, okay, I go try and when I see a rat, I don't know, I can approach it. But try to fix the problem.
I'll come to the frog part one day. I'm not promising anyone I'm going to take up a frog in my hand or anything like that, but
I hear that at first you can start like looking at pictures of it or having like a picture it in your room. Get closer to it. You're not
I'm not doing that.
I figured.
But I'm going to send a challenge.
Challenge.
Let me send a challenge to my viewers. If by tomorrow, when this video is released, I have at least 150 subscribers added, I am going to make a video where I literally go and take up a frog in my hand. I'm going to do something, I don't know, and then I'm going to face my fears.
You know why it is?
So guys, if you want me to do it, just get me the amount of subscribers that we need. Just get me the amount of subscribers that we need. That's all I ask for.
Well, why you take up the frog? I don't know how me call everybody. You well, why you take up the frog?
Go on.
I'm not feeling you're capping, but okay.
I'm not capping. I don't cap.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all
I
right.
understand.
Let's go.
Please rest it.
And so, we talk about fear. We talk about what fear does to us and how we can be subconsciously afraid of certain things that we're not even sure that we're afraid of. But I'm a problem solver, and we realize that fear is an issue. is a big issue, especially now with the whole COVID cliche. It's happening and people are afraid. People are afraid. And when we are afraid, we do some certain things that really sometimes aren't rational. Isn't rational. Sometimes we do things that isn't rational. And I was speaking to somebody, I think his name is, he does mailbox on Love FM. Can't remember his name.
I'm not sure who you're talking about, okay.
Yeah, but I'll probably put his name in the description or something. So I was speaking to him and we were talking about the whole COVID situation, and he's saying a lot of us, we over-catastrophize the situation. So not that there isn't things happening, right?
Yeah.
But what we do is we play out the catastrophe in our heads.
Yeah, make it seem like it's such a big
thing.
Well, it is
a big thing.
We don't want to downplay the situation here.
But in big things, we have to know how to handle it, right?
Yeah.
So it's not about over-catastrophizing the situation where we create a situation. So what basically he's saying is that even though we are facing COVID and we have certain consequences and we see people around us dying and stuff, it is for us, if we're going to help to protect our families, to protect our friends and stuff, we as individuals need to learn how to better manage how we manage the virus.
Yeah.
So we don't get up and we say, okay, me I go do this, me I go do that, me I go spread false rumor and all of these things where but sometimes isn't the rational way, and it allows us to sometimes worry. Seriously worry. And I was saying, as Christians, I will go there, so as Christians, we really should be the most optimistic ones. As I believe that Christianity means optimism, the hope and the belief that one day God is going to come back for his people, and that he's the one who takes care of all of our needs. And for me, that is what it is. And so I say all of this to say that fear I say this to say that faith conquers fear. I saw somebody post something. I saw somebody post something where they're saying like they have the fear up at the top and then they have the faith come down.
I know what you're talking.
And
it's like faith slash then fear at the bottom. Faith over fear. That's right. Yeah.
So faith conquers fear.
Yeah, I 100% agree. At the end of the day, like what you were saying earlier, there's some sort of method to the madness, and you don't want to. What was the word you used?
Over-catastrophize.
Over-catastrophize situation.
Big word.
Yeah. There's some sort of method to the madness. As Christians, we have a responsibility also to know that, as you said, faith conquers fear, and it's not just about getting up every day and praying, because you can pray. If you're not of faith, it never work really, right? And you need to understand that faith without works is nothing.
Yes.
So you pray. You have some type of Christians now. Them a pray, and I need to wear a mask, because God will cover me when you go up on the road. I need to wear a mask because Jesus have my back. Jesus have your back, brother. But you need to put on your mask. You need to wear your mask. You need to help yourself. God help those who help themselves.
Yeah, I always say me have faith, but me not for fool. So it's about being conscious, being spiritually conscious but physically aware. So you know your space and you know your surroundings, but you're holding on to the rock.
Exactly.
And not only faith, not only Christian faith that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we're talking about faith, and once you say faith, a lot of people just think about Christianity. And this channel is for Christians, and I'm a Christian, and Daindra is a Christian, but it's for everyone. And it's not just about Christianity faith, the faith in God. Right? Sometimes it's faith in yourself that you can do certain things.
Yeah.
Right?
What you need to do, you probably have to cut it. What you need to do is to find your inner peace within all the chaos that's going on in the world, right? You have to have peace in a time like this.
Yeah.
Right? You have to know, all right, I'm going to be peaceful. I'm going to do what I have to do. If I go on the road, I wear my mask. I come home, I do what I have to do, sanitize and all that. You have to find your inner peace in order to get through what's going on. So even though there's chaos going around, there's some sort of method to the madness. Find your inner peace and do what's best for you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
We chat, we'll leave though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So find your inner peace. So, guys, fear is, as I said, 99% mental, 1% physical. Sometimes we're afraid of you too.
See it then? Problem.
Sometimes we're afraid of you too. So we have to learn to now move forward and work on ourselves. That's one. And
but how do you think that move forward though? Like what's moving forward? I feel like moving forward is in terms of fear. And I'm going to make this a COVID cliche.
Yeah.
And I'm going to even use COVID in this example. I feel like moving forward in terms of facing your fear is first, as I said, accepting, because you first need to accept. So acceptance is the first step. You accept that, okay, I'm afraid of this, and try not to make it a subconscious fear at the back of your mind. Make it come out and you're like, okay, this is what I'm afraid of. And the second you realize that this is what you're afraid of, it's easier for you to face it.
Yeah.
Right? So that's one of the first steps in what you say moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the first steps in moving
so
forward.
accepting.
Yeah, accepting.
It's
Accepting is
the
very
first
important.
and the biggest step.
Yeah.
So the moment when it come out of the back of your mind,
Subconscious.
and you realize certain things, you start walk more confident.
Yeah.
And you have a different type of aura.
And that's funny.
Yeah.
Accepting your fear brings confidence.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's funny. You accept your fear, but like, okay, I'm more confident.
Yeah.
So weird.
So you pretend to be confident sometimes, but this is real confidence.
Real confidence is accepting your fear.
Yeah.
See that.
Oh my God. Deep quotes. Danger quotes. Oh, danger quotes. Sorry. Danger quotes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so as I said, accept your fear. Tell yourself what you're afraid of.
Yeah.
And probably if you need to go in front of the mirror, I'm not tell you some big fancy method of doing it. But say to yourself sometimes, this is what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Face it. And come out of the shadows and never allow yourself to be crippled or blinded by fear.
Yeah.
Right? Faith conquers fear. Believe in yourself, believe in God. Right? And this
Faith.
is a hope. This is
That God is protecting you.
Yeah.
That's hope.
Yeah. So you're not need for fear.
You pray.
You pray.
You know say you get up in the morning, right? You know say you get up and you pray. You know say obey by the laws of the land. The government say wear your mask, the government say hand sanitize. You get up in the morning, you pray every morning, you go out on the road, you wear your mask, you hand sanitize. We are worried for, we are afraid for, we are fear for.
Yeah.
God have your back, God will protect you.
God have me back. Alright. I think we have long gone.
Conversation done?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
She's just in it. she's in it. Go over to Danger's Instagram. You can share Instagram.
Danger's Instagram. I'm sure we'll put it on the screen at Daindra_speaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
We'll be over there as well, talking about something else.
Oh yeah, we'll be over there.
Yeah.
Wow, I knew that.
Yeah.
We'll be over there. Have an IGTV series.
Yeah.
And Shemwa, of course, is going to be a part of it. We will be talking about creativity. So for the creative people out there like Shemar and I, we'll be having some creative talks and all of that. Sharing our insights. A nice little conversation like this. So you don't want to miss it. Yeah.
Alright, and
thanks for watching.
Like,
subscribe, other things I share.
Okay.
Call your friend, tell your granny, auntie, uncle, sister, brother for come over and look on the video. Because I mean, one thing I love about this, it's content. You are not the foolishness. Persons can get a takeaway after watching this. Right? It's content that you can actually share. The way I view it, if I'm creating content and I can't show my pastor, what kind of content may I create?
That's true.
If I'm creating something and if I'm making some form of content, I can't say, yo, pastor, look at this, you don't like it. We're really in it, you understand? I feel like this is good content. You can get a takeaway from it, people. Watch it. Tell your mother for watch it and them thing there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
and get me that 150 subscribers.
But why I see check out the front? Why am I
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna do it. Probably if I do. Alright. Let me limit it to 100 subscribers then. Alright? So
Okay.
100 subscribers and I take up the frog.
So you're bringing down to 100?
Yeah.
Okay, no
Okay.
problem. That's good. That's fair enough.
Fair. Fair, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Alright guys, I want to shout out my is it my designer who dressed me today?
And music designer.
They Empowers on Instagram, they_empowers. Go check her out. She hooked me up with this awesome shirt. If you can't see it, it says
Shirt nice.
wait
On God.
God.
Exclamation mark.
So you can go over to Instagram at they_empowers and get yourself one of them shirts here. Really nice and really comfortable too. You should like buy one care come get. Oh, that's how you go. Next time. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. As Daindra said. Like, subscribe, share, do all of them nice something there. I don't know what to do already.
Man, you
I'm
know.
not telling you. So thank you again for watching. Thank you again, Daindra, for coming.
Yeah, man, it was a pleasure.
She's so awesome.
Really
She's
fun.
a friend.
Yeah.
She's so awesome. And go over there and check her page as well.
Yeah, I have a video coming with
Yeah.
Shamar.
Great.
So check it out, guys.
All right.
Woo!
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. This is Granting Wisdom.
Excitement, excitement.